Big update coming in affecting the Bangladesh politics as head of the elections in Bangladesh. Key candidate has now died. Remember, he was attacked in Dhaka on December 14 when he suffered a severe injury, and now his operation was undergoing in Singapore, where he has been declared dead. Sharif Osman Hadi has died. Anti-India protests had rocked Bangladesh after this attack on Sharif. My colleague Aditya Rajkol is also joining me with more details. Aditya, do tell us about the fallout of this death. Will we see more anti-India protests now?
Well, yes, this is an unfortunate development coming at this hour. He's a student leader and also the spokesperson of the Inqilab Manch, Osman Hadi, who was 2 to 3 days ago, attacked by gunmen, unidentified gunmen in Bangladesh, who was suffering, and there were efforts by Bangladesh, doctors in Bangladesh and now in Singapore, to help him out, to revive him and to put efforts so that he survives. But unfortunately, he has passed away. So obviously, there is a lot of anger and there is a lot of sadness in the student community and the youth leaders in Bangladesh. But looking at the situation in Bangladesh, where radical Islamist elements are trying to involve India and provoke attacks against India, and UNIS government is completely silent, perhaps hand in gloves in these efforts.
Right.
It does seem that protests could escalate against India, but the main protests would escalate against the UNIS government, demanding action and demanding accountability, and why the gunmen and the people involved in this case have not been arrested. There are some elements who are trying to say that the gunmen could escape to India. Well, this is just imaginary stories. The reality is there is an internal development in Bangladesh, and the crimes need to be, keep under check by the local police and the security forces, and the UNIS government needs to act, certainly.
Absolutely. And Aditya, while there were charges and claims that India was involved in this attack, what has India said so far?
Well, India had, in fact, summoned the Bangladeshi High Commissioner yesterday. Riaz Hamidullah had gone to the Ministry of External Affairs. The reality of the matter is this, that India has no involvement whatsoever in this so-called attack that has happened. It's an internal development. Perhaps there is some Bangladeshi gunmen involved in this, and it is for the UNIS government to investigate this and bring to book the perpetrators, arrest them as per the investigation and the local laws. But they have been unable to do so over the last 2 to 3 days. There have been protests in Khulna, in Rajshahi, in Dhaka. Instead of asking questions to UNIS government, they've been protesting against India and Indian diplomats. So the reality of the matter as of now is that the UNIS government needs to act. And of course, the anger of the students will be, aiming at the UNIS government and their home advisor, who have been unable to act and are completely mute on this matter.
Absolutely. And, keeping in mind the political developments that are taking place, how will India and Bangladesh relations go from this point?
Well, as of now, Aditi, it's a strategic challenge for India. Ever since August so-called uprising that happened last year, when Sheikh Hasina was violently removed and she has been in India, there have been attacks against minorities, Hindus, Christians and Ahmadiyas. There have been attacks against not just Awami League and Dhanmondi 32, but also against any population that questions UNIS government. So as of now, it's a test case for India-Bangladesh ties. But India had the critical role. India was the only country that was responsible for the freedom of Bangladesh, for the creation of Bangladesh. So instead of good ties that have been there, historical and traditional ties, there's a segment of the population, the radical Islamists, who are trying to provoke violence and question India. But India has been with the people of Bangladesh, helping them out strategically, trade-wise and people-to-people contact. And
Absolutely.
India will, monitor the situation. And it is certainly for the UNIS government to restore democracy, and in this particular case, to bring to book the perpetrators and deliver justice.